Yeah, the Men's Champions Trophy finalists, DCU Saints against UCC Demons. Saints finishing 4th in the Super League campaign. UCC Demons in 2nd place. Demons Super League champions 6 times. 4 times they've won the cup, and they claim the Southern Conference 3 times. As for the DCU Saints, 4 Super League crowns, 3 cups, but the last national trophy they won was the Super League in 2006. As for Demons, did the Dublin in 2009, so probably high time for a reward for both.
Hi, I'm here with Coach Kelleher, and you had a very tough semi-final for the cup game, and now that you're here, how do you feel that you guys prepared this week in practice?
We just, we did a couple of light sessions, but just very focused sessions, really focused on a couple of things that we need to do a little bit better from the semi-final, and then really looked at a couple of things that we need to be aware of what DCU do. We worked hard on bank holiday on Monday, and then we kind of lightened off on Wednesday, but we're ready to go.
What are the 2 things that you're going to do today to beat the team?
We just got to make sure we're able to take the contact from DCU, and we got to make sure that we finish our layups. If we finish our layups, we'll be in good shape.
Good luck on the game, Coach.
Thank you very much.
I'm here with Coach Donnelly. Your team has won the last 4 games. How do you think that's going to help you with the confidence and your team peaking at the right time?
I think just coming in on a good run has got to help us, like you're saying, it should breed into our confidence, and we just want to really keep it going and hopefully put in one more performance like we've been playing in the last 3 or 4 games.
And what is the theme for this game? What did you tell your players before the game started?
Well, these guys are really good shooters, so we must challenge their shots on defense, and then we want to look to push it on offense. We've been playing well offensively, we've always played good defense all season, but we've played well offensively the last few games, so continue with that, attack the basket and be aggressive on offense.
Wonderful. Well, good luck today, and have a great game.
Okay,
Thank you.
So we're ready now for the Men's Champions Trophy Final 2013. DCU Saints against UCC Demons. The Saints winning the Super League title 4 times, the Cup 3 times. UCC Demons 6 times Super League winners, 4 Cup wins. Did the double in 2009. No national honours for them since then. No national honours for the Saints since the 2006 Super League. So the 2013 Champions Trophy, my Scannell, would be a nice thing to add to either mantelpiece.
Yeah, I think both clubs would really like to win this tonight, They've both been lacking a bit of success over the last couple of years. They've been putting an awful lot of work in the background, and I think it's very important for both clubs to try and get some silverware on board. Both teams are sort of in transition, Vincent's DCU have a very young team, a bit of experience with the likes of Pat Glover, Emma Donnelly, but they've got the young guys like Keith Anderson and James Donnelly. And then Demons very similar. They have a couple of the older, more experienced players like Niall Riley and Shane Collin, and then the younger guys like Kieran O'Sullivan, Daniel O'Sullivan, Carlton Cuff. So it's kind of both teams in transition, and it would be really nice for them to get a win tonight, and then that would start its own tradition.
Yeah, no doubting that. In terms of how they got here, the semi-finals, quite simple, top 4 event. A victory for UCC Demons over Neptune, 79-74. Ask Mark about that in a moment. And DCU Saints seeing off UL Eagles in the semi-final by 83-75, though Eagles may say that they've done their work in the year in winning the Super League title. But Neptune, great campaign for them in winning the cup. And was that just one game too many in the semi-final of this against Demons?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we had a great run in the cup, but I think Demons have had it over us really this season, in most of the other league battles. We were delighted to win the cup. It took an awful lot out of my team, but, we missed a lot of free throws that night, but give Demons the credit. They were very hungry on the night, and they deserved their place in the final here today. Similarly, DCU had to knock off a very good UL team who had won the league, and I just think both of these teams, it might be that bit of hunger that got them here tonight. And obviously, whichever team comes out the hungrier in this game will win it. But I expect it to be a very tight encounter. I think, again, like in the women's game, it'll be both teams feeling one another out early in the first quarter, and it'll probably take a bit of time for it to settle down. I think it's Demons, maybe, Demons have that little bit of experience with Riley and Colin, who've gone gone down to the well before and won. But I think the physicality here of the DCU team will be very important. You know, they play very physical basketball. They get in your face defensively, and I think Demons will have to handle that. And I think it'll be an important game as well for the referees, because both of these teams, there's no love lost between them. Their 3 encounters this year have been torrid affairs, very couple of baskets here and there in them, and I think it'll be a very, very interesting battle and a tough game of basketball.
Yes, they met 4 times so far this season, and the first 2 games claimed by UCC Demons. They beat the Saints in the Cup quarterfinals by 81 points to 72, and then in the first league meeting at Halloween, Demons at home won by a solitary point, 83-82. That perhaps was a sign of what was to follow. 2 more tight encounters, both played this month, rounding off the league campaign, and victories for the Saints both times. 80 points to 73 down Lee side, and then back up in Dublin 6 days later, 60 points to 58. UL Eagles won the Super League by a margin of 6 points, ahead of Demons in second and Neptune in third on 47 points, with DCU Saints then fourth on 43. Colesta Moycullen, UCD Marion and Dublin Inter were the rest of the sides from 5th to 8th in the Super League this season. Saints coached by Dave Donnelly, the assistant coach Fintan Riley, manager Kieran Dunn, and the physio is Kieran Nannery. Men to watch out for: Martin Provisors, the Latvian, is averaging 13 points per game, 11 rebounds per game, and scored 22 free throws this season. Mike Chimmer, the American, who's been around a long time, 10 points per game, 86% on free throws this season. And Pat Glover, who's averaging 14 points per game. From a UCC Demons point of view, Daniel O'Sullivan is averaging 13 points per game, as is Carlton Cuff and Kenton Walker, 5th in scoring this season, averaging 19 points per game. So we are ready for the off in this men's Super League final. And it's DCU Saints who are in the blue, starting with James Donnelly, with Owen Quill, Martin Provisors with Emmett Donnelly, and also with Pat Glover. And it's UCC Demons in the red and blue, trying to start off strongly with Shane Colin. They've Kenton Walker. Also the positional play they'll be hoping to get a good advantage from tonight of Niall O'Reilly, and that just whizzed past him. Kieran O'Sullivan, and completing the side is Carlton Cuff. So a chance to get things rolling here, and it's with Kieran O'Sullivan. Here's a good scoring chance immediately, and it's there by Kenton Walker, and Demons get the first score.
Yeah, good start by Demons. You know, into Shane Colin, they reversed it around, and it's good to see Kenton Walker get off to a good start. He's very important tonight because, you know, big physical team, DCU, and Kenton Walker's important. Pat Glover backing down, good rebound again by Kenton Walker, and Demons are off and running. 3-point shooting, I think, will be very important in this game. Here's Shane Colin straight away with a big 3, in and out. Just game needs a bit of time now to settle down. Emmett Donnelly on the break.
And they'll try and bring it on again. The attempt coming from Emmett Donnelly. Rebound claimed here, and an opportunity for Owen Quill. Thrown back down, chance for Glover to score, and he has. And that's the first on the board for them. And it's 2 points each. Niall O'Reilly, by the way, tonight is wearing number 15 instead of the 12 that was mentioned in the program. So 2 points apiece here inside the early 90 seconds play, and the hope will be of a final to match the intensity perhaps of last year's Super League final, perhaps this year's Cup final.
Yeah, I hope so. I think it's very important. Demons got off to a great start there, you know, and they've involved Kenton Walker early. I think he's a key player for them tonight. I think he's a very good player. He's been a bit unlucky this year. But I think when he's involved, good things happen. And I see early in the game they're looking to go down low to him, and he picked up an early foul on Martin Provisors, and that'll be key tonight for Demons, really. Missed the free throw there, but a good start for Kenton Walker overall. I think this is going to be an intense final now. It's very important that both teams feel one another out early. find out what's going on with both sets of tactics. And I think as the game settles down, it'll be interesting to the adjustments that they make.
And it's here with Owen Quill, who has a great score. That's an absolute beauty. Great long try. And it gets DCU Saints in the lead. Well, it was a good 2-pointer, and Saints lead by 4-3. And they're bringing it on now with Pat Glover. Back to Emmett Donnelly. Averaging 3 assists per game, and he's high up in the national table in that. Martin Provisors, through whom so much happens, 11 points in the last league meeting against Demons earlier this month, 13 points in the semi-final against UL Eagles, but that just fizzed past him. Kenton Walker, well, he's making a lot happen this season. He's second in the rebounds, 13 of those per game, fifth in scoring, averaging 19 points per game. He's turning out to be the go-to guy in the attempt that time from Niall O'Reilly. Just bounced away. Brother Colin playing in the BBL in the UK. And now this is taken up again by Emmett Donnelly, and Donnelly being put to ground, and good opportunity for the Saints to add to their 1-point advantage.
Yeah, Saints are doing a good job attacking Demons early off the dribble, and that's a big problem for Demons, because they're not as athletic maybe as past Demons team. They're very good defensively when they get back to floor, but when they put it on the floor and attack them and kick it out for threes, it causes them major problems, and it's an adjustment they're going to have to make early. I saw the game in Cork recently, and Vincent shot the ball extremely well against them. Here's Kenton Walker inside, going to Kenton early, in and out, bit unlucky, you know, but again, Demons have had 3 or 4 good looks, they just haven't converted.
Pat Glover, Emmett Donnelly, and this is Martin Provisors, the Latvian 6'8" centre. Goes for it, scores it, and that's Provisors off the mark tonight. 6 points to 3 is the DCU Saints advantage, and when these sides have faced off this campaign, there's only at most been 9 between them, and in 2 of the more recent concerts it's only been 1 or 2. Try from Carlton Cuff just comes up short that time as DCU Saints bring it on again, and there's some marvellous bounding play by Emmett Donnelly, ran right into Colin, and well, that's going to be his, and that'll be the foul. Second foul against Colin already. 2 fouls against Demons here, and we've only played not even 3.5 minutes yet, and they're going to have to bring on Daniel O'Sullivan here, the point guard. Now he's averaging 13 points per game, and he's a great man, great 6th man to be able to bring off the bench. This is Emmett Donnelly restarting play for James Donnelly. Owen Quill, support here from Emmett Donnelly again inside the paint, has a little look, plays it back. Provisors thought about the shot, now he goes for it here. Couldn't get the delivery, and it went up through the grasp of Kenton Walker and out. Last touch Provisors.
Yeah, that was a bad foul by Shane Collin really early in the game. Player his experience picking up a second foul early. But funny enough, I think Daniel O'Sullivan will do a better job defensively on Emmett Donnelly because of his quickness, and that's one thing I worry about. Great shot on the wing by Kenton Walker, and again it's good to see him involved. But it's important that they stop the penetration of Emmett Donnelly, because he's key to what DCU try to do.
Yep, 6 points to 5, and Kenton Walker has got all 5 points so far for Demons, but Saints rebounding and responding well with Provisors. Couldn't get the full rebound that time, and now a chance for Demons to bring it away and launching themselves up with Daniel O'Sullivan. So for the time being, Shane Collin sitting it out with 2 fouls, and it was laid off for Carlton Cuff, but few things going wrong for Demons, not fatally so in these early stages, but James Donnelly with a chance to restart play and get things building slowly through Emmett Donnelly. 6'1", 10 points in the semi-final win over UL Eagles, the former Irish international. It's his 11th season, claimed the Super League crown in 2006 when they won it last, and the attempt just missed by James Donnelly, who's also a veteran from that campaign. Since then, they've won the Northern Conference title twice. Here comes the attempt from Kieran O'Sullivan. He just misses out. Provisors goes for the rebound, looks to release it to James Donnelly. Lots of hands on the ball, including Niall O'Reilly, and DCU, the Saints, lead by 1.
Yeah, great effort there by Niall O'Reilly. You know, he needs to show that veteran leadership now. You know, Demons going on a loose ball and getting it. On the other end, you know, good shot by Kieran O'Sullivan. He's got to take that 3 when he's open. But again, it's a bit of a stop-start for both teams. You know, a couple of easy misses, you know, but good game at the moment, settling down. I just think it's important that Demons keep the pressure up the floor. Don't allow Emmett Donnelly to dictate the pace of the game. Get the ball to Kenton Walker in the low block and work off of that, and they'll be fine. Martin Provisor's doing a good job early showing for the ball, and Pat Glover has started very well.
Yeah, DCU Saints 6, UCC Demons 5. Blue Demons no more, largely red, but they still keep a lot of blue as a nod to the old days. And this is Pat Glover working hard as DCU Saints. Very good, strong offensive play from them again. In terms of the field goal attempts so far, Saints have had 9 attempts. They've converted 3. UCC Demons conversion rate 2 from 7. From the baseline, Emmett Donnelly restarting. This is Pat Glover inside towards Keith Anderson. Good play in for Provisors again, and that's a good score. Provisors now has notched up 4 points already, and the Saints hold a strong lead of 8 points to 5. Their first Super League crown coming in 1979, 4 in total, but no major national honour since 2006. Northern Conference crowns in the same way the Demons have won the Southern Conference 3 times from 06 to 2012. This is back for Niall O'Reilly. O'Reilly has the pop. It was right on the shot clock, but he just managed to get the shot away, rebounded away anyhow. It was brought away here by Pat Glover. Emmett Donnelly biding his time and facing up with Daniel O'Sullivan into the paint. Quick turnover gathered here by Kieran O'Sullivan, bringing it up, holding it up, has support. 15 points in the first meeting this month against Demons, and then against the DCU Saints, and he also got 15 in the cup meeting between them earlier this season. Had a pop for that. Kieran O'Sullivan off the mark, 2 points to him, and it's 8-7.
Yeah, great score there by Kieran O'Sullivan, backed him though. The physicality right now on both sides, you know, the referees are calling it tight. I think it's important that teams have to go at one another. Kieran O'Sullivan did a great job that time, backing down, taking the contact and making the shot. Demons settling down well, point behind, but they're well in this game.
Well, here's a worthy attempt coming in, but missed by Kenton Walker. 5th highest scorer in the league, 19.4 is his points per game average, and he's holding things up well in the opening exchanges of this first quarter, having scored 5, and that just wouldn't be put home by James Donnelly. It was a great opportunity, but here's the fast break for UCC Demons for Carlton Cup. He's played it out for Daniel O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan here for Kieran O'Sullivan. 10 left on the shot clock. O'Sullivan watching, faced by James Donnelly, held him off well, all the way across, lots of space here for Cuff, but there's only 2 seconds, he had to go for it and he did, and he didn't size it up in time. Defensively, that was excellent from Saints. The attacking, not bad either. Quickly up, and Anderson scores 2 points and 1 to follow.
Yeah, Demons are under pressure now offensively. The last 2 shots they took was with the shot clock winding down. Niall O'Reilly and then their Carlton Cuff. And then you just see like they don't get back on defence and they get an uncontested layup for Keith Anderson and a bonus. Demons have to do a better job of getting into their offence early, backing it out and walking it. The tempo right now is suiting DCU rather than Blue Demons.
Well, the coaching panel of DCU Saints guiding things well at the moment. They lead by 10 points to 7, 4 points for Martin Provisors, 2 each for Keith Anderson, Owen Quill and Pat Glover. Just in terms of what will be said down there by Dave Donnelly and Fintan Riley right now is just take things easy. In contrast to Paul Kelleher, from the arrival Cork coaching standpoint, what's he like to be saying right now?
Well, I think he's just getting his team to get into their offense, settle down. He needs to calm them down a little bit now. You know, they're in a bit of foul trouble. They're struggling to get the go-to guys going at the moment. Kieran O'Sullivan now is very important for them. Carlton Cup, get some easy baskets. He'll be just trying to settle them down, try to organise them a little bit better and make sure that they get back to floor defensively, because you can't let this DCU team leak out and get uncontested layups. You know, they're a very deep team. See here now that you got Michael Chubb and you've got Joey McGurk coming into the game and Mike Trimmer. So again, like the depth here that Vincent's have will be very important in this game. Demons have made a substitution because of the foul trouble to Shane Collin, and now DCU bring on 3 substitutes. So it's going to be interesting to see how the benches play against one another.
Well, 11 points to 7. Anderson got that successfully in as well. 3 points for him so far. That's a good, worthy try by Cuff. Rebounds away. outstretched the arms of Kenton Walker. And here's Niall O'Reilly. O'Reilly inside, Cuff with a chance. Still working hard to get his first points of this Champions Trophy final. 13 points he's got so far, and almost DCU Saints bring it end to end in scoring, but just missing. But they look the sharper when they break out of defense. Here's Daniel O'Sullivan just biding his time. 11 points to 7. Demons, it's worth pointing out, have had 4 fouls in this first quarter so far. That was the second against DCU Saints and the first against Michael Chubb to join that, which was made earlier by Provisors. This is Kieran O'Sullivan, has the try for 3, went for it, just rebounded away, and claimed again by big Mike Trimmer. Still going strong, 10 points per game so far this season, and very successful from the free throw line. Decent try for 3, but just rebounded away. The attempt by Anderson, brought away here by Daniel O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan just to the 3-point line, across towards Kieran O'Sullivan. Here comes the shot, Niall O'Reilly. They were teeing that up, and they still can't put it away.
Yeah, great job there by Kenton Walker on the rebound, and he won the ball back. But Demons are just not shooting the ball well, but they got to keep taking them. That was a good shot by Niall O'Reilly, and it was an equally good shot just before that. Carlton Cuff missed an easy layup, but in fairness he got back and he put pressure on Keith Anderson to miss the layup. Demons just got to keep taking it strong. Here's Kieran Sullivan in the lane.
And it's fallen for Cuff, who plays it out wide. Niall O'Reilly. They have 15 seconds left on the shot clock, so they don't need to worry about that. O'Reilly's attempt and the rebound had to go in. It didn't go in by Kenton Walker. They're missing an awful lot already. There's another long try from out by the sideline from Niall O'Reilly, and that was missed. And they've had a few attempts at 7 attempts at 3-pointers now, and they haven't scored any yet. And it's 3 from 16, the field goal attempts, less than 20%. There's a 3-point attempt which just rebounded away. The shot by Michael Chubb, but Saints are holding it up. 35 seconds left in this first quarter. Saints leading by 11 points to 7. It's been squander mania from Mouth, but mainly from Demons so far. DCU holding it up. Shot for Michael Chubb. Now here's Mike Trimmer. Trimmer has the go. You can't keep a good man down. Trimmer scores that, his first score of the night, and it's 13 points to 7. 15 seconds to go in this first quarter, and what a great contribution by Trimmer.
Oh, great shot there in the short corner, you know. Like, Kenton Walker really has to get out. He can't give him that shot because that's, you know, Paul Keller will have identified that that's where he likes to shoot the ball. But Demons have missed a couple of trees, but they got to keep taking them. Right now the difference is that DCU have made a couple, both teams not shooting the ball particularly well, and it's really becoming a rebounding contest now. They got to box out, make sure they get their rebounds, and they'll be okay.
Shane Colin is back on, sat out a lot of this first quarter due to his 2 fouls, and that's an excellent score. Well, it's the first of the night for Carlton Cuff. 2 points for him, and another attempt from the free throw line to follow. 13 points to 9. 3 seconds left between now and the end of the first quarter. 13-9, 4 between them. That the second foul called against Martin Provisors. A little bit of early foul trouble for him as well. Him and Michael Chubb both have 2 fouls against their name. 4 team fouls each at the end of this first quarter. And the attempt missed quite poorly in the end by Cuff. And that's it, end of the first quarter. DCU Saints 13, UCC Demons 9. Even stuff so far, but both, if you ask them, would say independently they should have scored more.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a very physical game at the moment. A lot of banging out there. Referees really got to call it a bit tighter. Defensively, both teams are going at it. They're making it very difficult for the, contesting most of the shots. It's very important now that Demons take off the shackles and start playing some basketball. Carlton Cuff made a great move down the lane. They're very capable of doing that, reversing the ball and playing some one-on-one basketball. Vincent's on the other end are more controlled at the moment. They're getting the ball into Provisors and they're working off him. I'd like to see Demons open the floor a little bit more and go at DCU. Right now, foul trouble, Provisors on 2, calling on 2. That could play a big part as the game wears on.
Yeah, 13 points to 9 it is. There are 3 players on 2 fouls at the moment at the end of that first quarter. 21% The shooting accuracy for UCC Demons in that first quarter. 19 attempts, they scored 4. 35%, eminently respectable for DCU Saints. But Demons had 7 attempts at three-pointers, missed every one. Not many free throws to talk about. 14 rebounds for DCU Saints and 11 for UCC Demons as this second quarter gets underway, and it's an immediate turnover, and it's gathered here very quickly by Joe McGurk. Short for Emmett Donnelly, has the try, missed. This pretty much follows the pattern of the first quarter. A little bit of calmness being urged here by Keith Anderson and by Mike Trimmer, which is interesting to see. Here comes the shot, and they follow the shot clock down wonderfully. Joe McGurk gets it, it's a three-pointer, and he had the shot clock counted down for him from the bench. Very nicely done, 16-9.
Yeah, great shot there. I know they've hit 2 trees in the game, and that's really the difference. You know, down in Cork, they hit about 8 trees on him. Here comes Shane calling for 3. That was a big shot, they needed that. And here they go again. Vincent's on the break. When Keith Anderson gets the ball and Emmett Donnelly on the break, they're very dangerous. Here comes Quill for the layup. Demons really got to do something about their defense right now because they're just running back at them and they're scoring too easily.
Yeah, 18 points to 9. It's double scores, and that came from largely nowhere. Demons needed to score that and did. Shane Duggan gets his first of the game, and it's 18 points to 11. Duggan, who's in his 6th season, did the double with them in 2009, and they won the Southern Conference in 09 and 2012. First side to do the treble in terms of Super League Cup and one of the conferences. Here come the Saints with Anderson again, but just denied. It's long by Shane Colin. It's a good ball for Shane Duggan. Laid up by Daniel O'Sullivan. Colin looked to his right-hand side, saw Cuff. Here goes Daniel O'Sullivan again, back towards Cuff. Chance for 3. Cuff went for it, just too far. Bounced off the rim of the backboard, and Saints bring it on again. Brought on by Joe McGurk. Emmett Donnelly taking things calmly. St. Vincent's, who've become DCU Saints in recent seasons. One of the great success stories down through the years, and that's another great success from Keith Anderson, and that's another three-pointer, and there's 10 between them.
Yeah, right now the 3-point line is really, really good for DCU. Demons have to find a way to curb that. Offensively, I think they need to get the ball to Kenton Walker and work off him. Right now, it's a lot of kick and go. Here comes Daniel Sullivan for 3. I'd call it a 2, but that's a very important shot to stem the tide. Really, the tempo is suiting DCU because they're pushing it down the floor. Demons are not getting back the floor well. They're very good when they get in their half-court defense, and they've got to do that better.
Yeah, Anderson doing brilliantly. He's scoring so far with 9 points. As brought on by Anderson again. He's flung that one out wide. Here's the scoring opportunity. Sets up for Trimmer. Well, it was a good pass for him by McGurk, but just couldn't put that one away. And it's held up again here for the Demons by Daniel O'Sullivan. In for Shane Colin. Colin biding his time, trying to beaver through. Well, physical game it is. David Kabai with the whistle. Richard Dunn, Porrig Caden are the referees tonight. They've all managed to make it despite the differing weather conditions up and down the country. Flooding and heavy rain south and east, and lots of snow up north. And the foul has been called against DCU and against Joe McGurk. That's his first foul of the night. Saints leading by 21-13. It's an 8-point advantage. And to bring it back in, here's Colin, and that's in. Nice score by Kenton Walker.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You've got to get the ball to your big man down low in the block. Kenton Walker's very hard to stop when he gets the ball in around the broken line there, you know. Keep giving him the ball. That was a good out-of-bounds play, an important score. But they got to stop that penetration and kick from DCU. Bit better defensive, you know. Step out to the 3-point line. Here comes Donnelly again off the dribble. And another easy layup. And that's really been the difference right now. Every time they penetrate the key, they get an easy score down low. Easy score again for Joey McGurk there. Demons really have to do a better job defending the middle of the key.
Oh, well, that was just exhibition stuff, that was. And it's laid off here by Shane Duggan to Niall O'Reilly. And Duggan will have a go again. And Duggan will score. And he'll get the extra point attempt too. Well, Duggan on 4 points. And it's made it a 6-point game here. Just flew up, managed to put it away, and now a chance to make it a 5-point game. Foul called there against Owen Quill. That's his first of the game. It's the second foul against DCU Saints in this second quarter. None yet in this quarter against Demons. Shane Duggan from the line gets it eventually. 5 points for him. Good 3-point play. 23 points to 18. But very quickly, it's a foul.
Yeah, there's no love lost between these two teams. Shane Duggan went at it there in the middle of the floor and he got called for a silly foul really at this stage of the game. But you know, Demons are right back in it now. DCU Saints have played really well, really loose. They're just getting out and playing basketball, doing a fabulous job moving the ball. Here's Joey McGurk for 3. He misses and a good rebound. But you know, right now the game is nicely poised. Demons haven't played that well. DCU have been played very well and Demons will be happy enough they're only 5 behind.
Well, here's Shane Duggan bringing it on again. 5-point game, 6 minutes to half-time. Good recovery from Demons here, and that's another great score by Shane Duggan. 7 points now, 3 excellent field goals, and the margin is down to 3, where at one stage DCU Saints led by 10. And here's the quick break. Great turnaround by Shane Colin. Set up Shane Duggan. Waited for the cavalry to arrive. Kieran O'Sullivan for Colin. Here's Duggan again. Duggan inside, and here's Kenton Walker. Oh, how did he miss that? Right underneath. Thought he was going to do it with his eyes closed, and they have been punished. Keith Anderson breaks. Keith Anderson scores. Double figures for him. He's up to 11 points, and it's 25 plays 20 as they look to shoot up court again. And it's held up here by Shane Colin. Colin short for Kieran O'Sullivan. Good layup, Kenton Walker. Walker's in there, and again he couldn't score. Trimmer gets the rebound. 5-point game it remains, and Emmett Donnelly looking to bring it up quietly again.
Yeah, Demons have gone to the zone defense now, and it probably should work better for them. They really got to make those. Kenton Walker should be dunking that really, then he doesn't miss the easy one. Right now, they need someone big to step up. Great shot again by Trimmer, unlucky. And here comes Demons on the run now. They should run better out of that zone. But really, Shane Duggan has been brilliant tonight so far. He's the guy they need to go to. Here he is for 3 in the corner. Very unlucky.
Well, it was a good try, and he just couldn't put it in. Almost had the angle absolutely right, and then just lodged it in. And we have a timeout called, and it's been called by DCU Saints. Well, they lead by 25 points to 20, but since they open up that very strong 10-point lead, they've been outscored in the past couple of minutes by Demons by 5, and the Demons' accuracy has shot up. 32% accuracy now, 9 from 28. 25-21 is the scoreline that we have on the live stats. 25-20 is on the scoreboard, but it's a Saints lead anyhow. Their accuracy, 42%.
Yeah. The difference right now, I think, is that DCU are doing a really good job on running the basketball. Every chance they get to break, they do. Keith Anderson has done a great job in getting out on the break, and he's made some easy layups. When they penetrate the key and kick it out, they've hit some 3-point shots. Demons, on the other hand, have missed a lot of easy baskets down low. But since they've gone in the 2-3 zone, you know, they've closed the gap a little bit. They've got out and ran. Shane Duggan has got a couple of easy baskets. They just need to be more careful in the zone now. Work hard, get out and run, and make sure that they convert on the other end. Because there's no point in creating easy opportunities if they don't put them in the basket. So the next couple of minutes are crucial. This game is very finely poised now. There's nothing in it. You know, a couple of missed shots here and there for Demons. And right now DCU playing with a lot of composure, a lot of. They're just going up and down. They're not really caring about what's going on. I think Demons just need to take the shackles off, play a little bit more like they do normally, run the basketball, and they'll be fine.
Yep, 4.5 to go to half-time, and DCU Saints bring it up again in their normal fashion through Emmett Donnelly, across towards Owen Quill, the 6'5" forward. Quill, now in his 5th season, having joined from Tulka Rovers, has won quite a nice amount in his time with the club, and it's great ball by Trimmer inside towards the danger zone. Here's Pat Glover. Well, he's got 4 points now tonight, and he averages 14 per game this season. It's a 7-point margin again, 27-20 for DCU Saints. It's across here by Kenton Walker, and it's in for Niall O'Reilly. And the challenge coming from the side from Pat Glover, who had done such great things at the other end a few moments earlier. Well, not so much now.
Yeah, good shot in the key by Pat Glover. Niall already put a nice move on him there, and he probably blocked him going to the basket. But Demons have switched again out from the zone. They've gone back man to man. Trimmer got it in the high post area and made a great pass into Glover. I think that Glover really hurts him down low. In that one-on-one scenario, he's a very good finisher around the basket. I think they got to look at their defense. If they go man-to-man, they got to sag a little bit more and then close down the three-point shooters on the ball reversal.
7-point game, and that the first foul called against Pat Glover in this game. 3 fouls in this quarter against DCU Saints, 1 against UCC Demons. And here goes Niall O'Reilly, goes for it, doesn't get it. Good rebound claimed again by Emmett Donnelly. Bring it away for Saints once more. Support on the right from James Donnelly. Back on his provisors again, who's got a part to play very shortly, but the attempt is missed there by Owen Quill, and it's gathered on the rebound by Kenton Walker. Here comes the break, led by Shane Colin. Colin having a little skirt around. Niall O'Reilly's in a decent position too, but it's played inside to Kenton Walker. Here is O'Reilly now. Switches out wide. Kieran O'Sullivan. Well, that's very good interchange. Fine play. Important 2 points for Demons. 27-22. And O'Sullivan has got 4 points.
Yeah, much better basketball by Demons. The ball movement was very good there now. Got to do a good job now and get a stop here. High pick and roll hurt them in the last game. They've done a better job on it there.
Yep, here goes Donnelly again, and he did very well to get in and get the shot away, but he couldn't get the shot in. Provisors has the try. He's missed a rebound claimed again by Niall O'Reilly. And here comes the breakaway led by Shane Colin. Colin holding it up for Demons. Support just behind him from Niall O'Reilly. Back for Colin again. Colin sliding in, and Colin went in like an absolute freight train. A flying freight train in on Emmett Donnelly, and that is a 3rd foul against him. Bit of foul trouble here. 2:49 to go to half-time.
Yeah, that's a big call now. That's tough. Shane Colin, very important player for Demons. That's his 3rd foul. He's got to be careful now that he doesn't get a technical. But he should have probably just laid it up there instead of making the kick. He made a great move. He was in the air. He just should have finished. Emmett Donnelly stepped in underneath. He didn't see him. Good charge. Well defended by Emmett Donnelly. Good defence. But you know, St. Vincent's DCU right now playing really composed basketball. I like the way they're handling the Demons' pressure, and offensively they're running their stuff. Demons just need to get a little bit more control offensively and they'll be okay.
Yeah, so for the time being, Shane Colin sitting down. Niall O'Reilly 27 points to 22. 2:37 to go to half time. Good offensive play again from Saints, who hold the lead by 5. Foul called against Carlton Cuff. That's his first of the game. 3 fouls each in this second quarter. Trimmer back on the scene again. And it's gathered well here by Shane Duggan, taking his time as Carlton Cuff. Cuff playing it out wide. It's come all the way out to Kieran O'Sullivan again. O'Sullivan had the pop, just couldn't put it away. Gathered by Pat Glover. Glover leading the charge away. 6 points for him now in the game. 29-22 is the 7-point advantage for DCU Saints. Held up here by Emmett Donnelly. Short for Provisors again. Looking to provide a little bit extra. He's scored 4 points so far tonight. And Quill went for it. Just couldn't quite put it away. Provisors, though, has got the chance. Second opportunity for Quill, and he wasn't going to miss that. Well, it's 31-22. It's a 9-point game, and it's really opened up again. But here's a chance for a response, and it's a good one. Kieran O'Sullivan waiting in, and he'll have the chance for the additional point too.
Yeah, very important now that Kieran makes the shot to stay in touch. DCU have been very good here now. They're fast break, making some easy layups, kicking the ball around. Defensively, Demons really, they give up an easy basket there on an out of bounds play. They've got to get tougher defensively. They can't give up so many layups. Every time that DCU put the ball on the floor, they're getting by people, and that's too easy at this level. Paul might want to think about going to a bit of zone again, because man-to-man right now, Demons are killing them on the first step. Another miss. Demons really have missed a lot of easy stuff, and they've got to start converting them if they're going to stay in touch with a very good DCU team right now.
So Kieran O'Sullivan misses from the free throw line. There's 2 from 5 that they've managed to get so far in this contest, and it's being held up here by Pat Glover. Had a go, couldn't score, couldn't add to his 6 points that he's got so far tonight. Just come out for Demons for Shane Duggan, and this is Kieran O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan inside the paint. Well, that was great blocking play by Keith Anderson. There's the quick break. Here's Emmett Donnelly. Donnelly trying to go all the way. Not quite. And the foul called inside by David Kabaye. And the protestations being led by Kieran O'Sullivan. And that would be 4 fouls each now. So, well, every foul from now on before half-time goes to the free throw line, and that's the first foul against Kieran O'Sullivan.
Yeah, like right now, Demons are on the back foot. Every time that DCU get the ball, they're pushing their arm. They seem to be on the back foot. They've really got to do a better job defensively. Here comes Anderson already out of bounds play again. Nice ball into Provisors. Should have made it, but here come Demons on the run now. They got to get that ball out quickly, get some easy opportunities on the other end.
Well, it's Cuff bringing it on. It's shot for Kieran O'Sullivan. Back for Cuff yet again, who's in a good position if required. Taken up by Shane Duggan, laying it inside. Well, it would have had to go through an absolute forest of bodies and right through the bodies of Anderson and James Donnelly in order to have made it to the side and found Kieran O'Sullivan in the end. And Provisors, he's a big man. He falls very heavily too. Manages to pick himself up in just about one piece. But 37.5 seconds left before half-time. Timeout has been called, and that timeout is for Demons. They trail by 7. It's not a bad position to be in. They'd prefer to be a lot closer, obviously, but 31-24 will do for now.
Yeah, right now their shooters, Shane Cole and Kieran Sullivan in particular, Niall Riley, normally are very good from the 3-point line. They haven't got that many opportunities, so hopefully that they'll settle down and make them. On the other side, DCU are playing very composed basketball. Defensively, they're in your face, really making it difficult for Demons. And offensively, they're playing very freelance basketball and they're attacking the basket every chance they get. And that's putting Demons on the back foot and is making things very difficult for them. I'd like to see Demons concentrate a bit more on what they're doing, because right now they're arguing. The referees are calling the game very tightly. Demons seem to be arguing a lot of the calls. They need to concentrate, settle down, get their defense right. And you know, they're only 7 points down and they haven't played particularly well. If they can stay in touch here and get into the dressing room at half-time, I'm sure Paul will sit down and talk to them, and they'll switch around their tactics and they'll be okay in the second half. But DCU have played very well in this half. They should be more ahead really with the performance that they've put on. Demons just need to hang in now.
Yeah, 31 points to 24. 37 seconds left in this second quarter, and the scoring in the second quarter, 18 points for DCU Saints, 15 for Demons, who are bringing it on again through Shane Duggan. Great 6th man on for Daniel O'Sullivan, holding it up. Kieran O'Sullivan having a little look and shuffle round. This is Niall O'Reilly. O'Reilly taking his time, back for Duggan and O'Reilly, and they've 4 seconds left of the shot clock here. Had to try and go for it. They did in the end for Cuff. That's happened to them far too often in this contest, though, where the shot clock's been winding down in single digits and they haven't been close to have a pop. Donnelly will have a go there. And Daniel O'Sullivan waiting right in front. 4 seconds remaining before halftime. Well, that was an excellent move. And that's a second foul called against Daniel O'Sullivan. And to round off the first half from the free throw line, here's Emmett Donnelly. Yet to score in this final. Well, that's changed now. Well, it remains 8 points by halftime. They have to go for it quickly, and here it comes from Daniel O'Sullivan. Oh, yes! Right on the buzzer. Well, that was a great break, and that was precisely the way to do it. Well, it's 6 points at halftime. DCU Saints 32, UCC Demons 26. 11 points for Keith Anderson, 6 each for Owen Quill and Pat Glover for the Saints, while for Demons, 7 for Shane Duggan, 7 for Kenton Walker, 6 for Kieran O'Sullivan, and they are in touch. So halftime in the Men's Champions Trophy basketball final of 2013, and it's DCU Saints who lead UCC Demons by 32 points to 26. In terms of the scoring, 11 points for Keith Anderson, 6 each for Owen Quill, a Pat Glover, 4 for Martin Provisors, 2 each for Joey McGurk and Mike Trimmer, 1 for Emmett Donnelly, 4 Demons, 7 each for Kenton Walker, Shay Duggan, 6 for Kieran O'Sullivan, 4 for Daniel O'Sullivan, and 2 for Carlton Cuff. And in terms of the scoring, well, Saints have had more opportunities. They've converted more as well. Success rate of 39% in terms of the conversions for them. 34% conversion rate in the field goals for Demons. Demons have had 13 three-point attempts. They've only been given 1 so far. But you've had a good chance to take a look at further stats. Mark, anything standing out?
Yeah, I think the bench scoring at the moment for DCU is the difference. You know, they've got 5 points more from their bench in a 6-point game. That's very big. Also, I think that the missed opportunities that Demons have had around the basket. They've taken tough shots, Demons, with the shot clock winding down, whereas DCU have got some very easy opportunities, mostly in transition, or else on big dribble penetration and kickouts. They've got better looks and they're shooting the ball more in rhythm. I fancy Demons to come out in the second half and shoot the ball better. As you said, they've only hit 1 of 13 from the 3-point line. They're a much better 3-point shooting team than that. Niall O'Reilly and Shane Collin, Kieran O'Sullivan in particular, they've got to step it up. But I like the spread of scoring of DCU. You know, they've got a lot of bodies involved. Mike Trimmer, Provisors are setting the tone inside with Glover, and they've hit some great outside shots. Quill, Keith Anderson in particular, and Emmett Donnelly for me is controlling the tempo of the game, and that's very important at the moment. Demons have to try and steal that back and get the tempo in their favour, take some quicker shots and finish those easy scoring opportunities.
Yeah, and just ringing through the various rebounds, 25 rebounds so far for DCU Saints, 18 for Demons. 9 rebounds claimed already by Kenton Walker in the game. 7 defensive, 2 offensive. And from a Saints point of view, the top rebounder with 7 is Martin Provisors, which I guess when you just have to look at him and the size of him. Very effective performance from him so far. But I mean, a lot of the stats, a lot of the figures are largely even in this contest. DCU just with slightly better accuracy in terms of the shooting so far, and they lead by 6 at half-time.
Yeah, it's very, very even game. You know, the scoreboard, 6 points is nothing in basketball, as we all know. I just think the both coaches now, David Donnelly and Paul Keller, two very good young coaches. You know, they'll have had half-time now with their teams. They'll have assessed what went on in the first half, and I fancy them to make some adjustments here in the second half. I'd like to see Demons go a little bit more zone. I think defensively that DCU really have done a really good job with their pressure defense. Demons maybe need to mix up the defense a little bit more and ask a few more questions at DCU on their offensive set.
So into the third quarter, and DCU Saints lead in the Champions Trophy final, the inaugural running of this competition this year, by 32 points to 26. And it's being held up here for Demons by Kieran O'Sullivan. Chance to bring it on again. O'Sullivan has supports out wide from Niall O'Reilly, who ended that first half without any scores, but created quite a bit in terms of assists. Well, Shane Collin might just have given something away here and doing his best to keep that in play and going out over the end line, because here's the opportunity for Pat Glover. Wouldn't drop, good attempt, and a very good recovery on the rebound by Shane Collin. Surging up, here's Carlton Cuff, had the attempt, couldn't put it home, ends up on the deck. Good opportunities for both so far, but no scoring yet in this second half. Keith Anderson biding his time, has support out wide from Emmett Donnelly, didn't aim for him instead. It's come out wide for Pat Glover. Provisors for Glover again inside the paint. Couldn't get it in. Cuff will dive in it, try to bring it away, but Provisors went for it. And the shot clock ran down.
Yeah, again, like Demons did a good job defensively there. They got the ball. Carlton got out on a fast break. Just needs to take his time. He didn't really have a layup there. You know, the defense was back and was set. Maybe back it out and get a better opportunity. The other side of it, Demons need to send more people to the rim, run the floor a bit better and help him out when he's on that fast break. But, you know, good stop there twice now for Demons start to the game. And, you know, this will be better. Shane Collins going to be very important here now. He's on 3 fouls, but he's got to be very careful.
And that was Shane Collin on the ball there, laying it off for Kenton Walker. Now it's Kieran O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan laying it up. Here's a chance for 3 from Collin. Not a bad try, off the rim, couldn't go home. Still a 6-point game, and still nobody has scored in this third quarter, and there have been a good few attempts for both in the 90 seconds we've had so far. Maybe that changes here. It's come out wide for Emmett Donnelly, and he couldn't put it home right by the sideline. What about Provisors this time? Nothing was going to stop him. Kenton Walker being nudged over as he put it in. He's on 6 points, and it's an 8-point lead.
Yeah, doing a really good job there, Provisors. But you know, Demons have got to do a better job boxing out. They force a missed shot and then they give him a knee. Here comes Walker on the other end, and he's fouled hard under the basket by Provisors. I think that's his 3rd foul now. That's important as well. But Walker's got to knock these shots down now, and Demons have got to box out on the other end, get their own boards when DCU miss shots, and get out and break.
Third foul against Provisors. It is Provisors for DCU. Shane Colin for Demons are both at the moment on 3 fouls, so Provisors will sit down for the time being. Mike Trimmer is back on court. Here's Kenton Walker, 7 points so far, 8 between them, and Walker has missed the first. 19 points per game this season, 13 rebounds per game. He's rebounding fantastically tonight. Needs to get the scoring level up a bit. But he got that. Walker up to 8 points tonight now. And Demons off the mark in this third quarter. It is a 7-point game in the 2013 Champions Trophy final. And it's being brought on here by Keith Anderson. Good one too between him and Owen Quill. And here's Emmett Donnelly. Donnelly biding his time, sliding in towards the paint. Lovely pass back, Mike Trimmer holding it up. And here's the attempt from Trimmer, received it from Quill. That was a bit of a wonky effort from Pat Glover. And the shot clock was ran down again.
Yeah, better defense from Demons now. They got up-court pressure, which was very important. Slow DCU down. And then they did a really good job defending the paint, and they get pressure on the shot. Good block by Kenton Walker, and here they go now. They need to score here now to cut the deficit. And there's Kieran O'Sullivan for a huge 3-point shot. Very important, badly needed. Demons right back in the game now.
And it's made it a 4-point game, and Demons finally have converted a 3-point shot at the 14th attempt. It's 34 for DCU Saints, it's 30 for Demons, and that's a brilliant response. Long up by Anderson, and it's another 3-point shot for him. Well, he's got 3 of those now. It's 37 points to 30, and what a fantastic instant response that was. They lead by 7 now, again, do Saints, but Demons looking for something else to nibble into that deficit. Kenton Walker having a look back for Cuff. Cuff went for it again, right on the buzzer. The 24 seconds are wound down, and he missed it anyway. Wasn't quite the buzzer beater he would have anticipated. Emmett Donnelly has it for Keith Anderson. Anderson having a little look around. Here's the opportunity for Pat Glover. Glover playing it out wide. Emmett Donnelly inside under the basket. Here's Mike Trimmer. Trimmer looking to draw the foul, but it's given us travelling instead. And DCU Saints, as the breeze begins to waft across the stadium, which is very welcome. They've opened the doors here on a very wet night in Tala. DCU Saints, though, are keeping their heads above water at the moment, leading by 7.
Yeah, Kenton Walker needs to get the ball inside again. The last possession, he got it on the outside. He had nowhere to go, and the shot clock beat him again. Big 3 by Kieran O'Sullivan. Here he goes again in the lane. Great score. And that's what they need to do. They need to attack the basket more, make it difficult for DCU to defend. Huge 3 on the other end for T. Anderson the last time. 3-point shooting. The game is getting better now. The scoring is hotting up, and that's what we need, really. It's a low-scoring game by comparison, and it needs to pick up.
Well, here's Keith Anderson. Anderson slipping it inside towards Pat Glover inside the paint. It's a really good recovery by Emmett Donnelly, but a rebound's away, and the rebound was very good for Kenton Walker. Well, he's on his way to a double-double, because that must be his 10th rebound of the game by this stage, to add to the 8 points that he scored. And the attempt is put home by Carlton Cuff. They brought it up very well. 4 points for him now. You'd have expected a slightly better tally for him, but it's only a 3-point game now. DCU 37, Demons 34. Emmett Donnelly inside, shot to be taken, but not to be scored. And it's an 11th rebound claimed by Walker. Brings it away very swiftly, doing very well. They've one man in double figures with Kieran O'Sullivan so far in 11 points, and there's elbows flying all over the place just below the Demons basket.
Yeah, living on the edge now, both teams. You know, as I said, no love lost. Colin and Donnelly getting into it, Riley getting into it. But you know what? That's what Demons need now. They need to show that they're here to win the game. They got 3 stops in a row there, and that's very important. Better defense by Shane Colin and Emmett Donnelly in the lane, gave them nowhere to go. Demons got down, Carlton Cuff made a layup. I know Shane is going to the line for 2 shots. Much better basketball. But the referee's got to get a grip here now. Be very interested to see what they do.
Yep, and it's gone against Donnelly, and that is his first foul of the night. Second foul against DCU in this third quarter. None yet against Demons in this third quarter. 3-point game. It's the Saints who have the advantage, but it's the Demons who have the ball. O'Reilly putting it back in. Thought about a three-point shot for O'Sullivan, slips inside. There's a long two coming here, and it's in there by Niall O'Reilly. And O'Reilly gets his first score tonight, and it's a big score. Makes it a one-point game. Demons have clawed themselves back into this game, point by point, score by score, and now they're only one behind. This is Pat Glover. Glover with the attempt. It wouldn't drop. Great rebounding by Kenton Walker. That's his 12th. Lays it out to Shane Colin. Colin with a long try, and he's got it! Oh, what a score by Colin! And it's 3, and it's a timeout.
Yeah, look at Demons now, you know, they're all up off the bench. You know, great score by Shane Colin in transition, but more importantly, fantastic defence by him just before that. Double teamed in the block, forced the bad pass, got out and ran and made it 3. That's more like it from Demons. Defensively, they're getting the grips, they're getting to do their jobs properly, and they're getting out on the break, and the right people are getting the ball. Kieran Sullivan right now, Shane Colin, and a great shot just the last time from Niall O'Reilly. So their big scorers are starting to step up right back in the game. David Donnelly has a very important time out here now because DCU have to settle down again, go back to what they were doing well, stop getting involved in the silly stuff and just keep playing basketball.
It's the first time Demons have led in the game since they were 3 points to 2 up. Saints took over from there and didn't really look back. They were only looking back at Demons behind them, but now Demons are in front by 2 with 14 and a half minutes to go. And it's been a really strong physical contest, but it's been officiated probably at the right level. 2 fouls against DCU in this quarter, none against Demons so far. A battle which is really yet to reach its height. The scoring may not be eminently spectacular, but it's a really good tight contest, as we always seem to get between these two. There never seems to be a huge margin between these two. Here's Keith Anderson. Anderson, oh, that's a good attempt, but it should have been a better attempt by Trimmer. 39 points for Demons, 37 for DCU Saints. Brought away by Kieran O'Sullivan. It's short for Cuff. Cuff in for Niall O'Reilly. O'Reilly for Shane Colin here. Colin with that brilliant three-pointer a few moments ago. 8 left on the shot clock. It's out for O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan wide. Here comes the long one from Walker, and he couldn't get it home. And a great rebound by Pat Glover. And he ships it out to Emmett Donnelly. And Donnelly can bring it up again for Saints. Club captain. Been there 11 seasons now. Here goes Trimmer. Trimmer has the try. Couldn't quite put it home. Signed an 0-4 from Notre Dame. This is Anderson has the try, and he can score. And the rebound's finally claimed by Niall O'Reilly, and they can bring it up through Shane Colin. But there's a really good intensity coming here, and it's given away. Cuff had the attempt, tried to get the scoring assist, but Pat Glover turned it round and got the interception.
Yeah, it's gone very scrappy now, both ends. You know, they just need to control it a bit better. DCU need to get a basket here now. They haven't scored for a while. Yeah, great score by him. Oh, in and out, in and out.
Oh, he didn't get it. He didn't get it. It didn't drop. And that must be the first time tonight that didn't happen for DCU Saints. It was absolutely locked on. At the other end, Kenton Walker got the angles absolutely right. And it's a double-double for him. He's scored 10 points now to add to all of those 12 rebounds he's got in the game. But what a good short, sharp break. And an instant response immediately, a brilliant response from Saints to put it home. And it's a 2-point game yet again. And the ball is in the grasp here of Shane Colin. 41 points to 39.
Yeah, Shane Colin has been MVP twice here in the National Cup final, you know, and he's shown all his experience there now. Emmett Donnelly grabbing him there, Colin leans into him, he gets the foul. Both of them now in foul trouble. But you know, right now it's a dogged, determined defensive game on both ends. Demons are doing a better job defensively in this half, and you know, and from the defense their offense will come. DCU got to pick it up again on the offensive end.
And here's Daniel O'Sullivan bringing it on, and Dan O'Sullivan couldn't get it away, and the rebound claimed by Joe McGurk. Now Michael Chubb taking things into his own hands for DCU Saints, who trail by 2. 3 fouls in this third quarter for them. A second foul against Emmett Donnelly, who'll sit down for the time being. There's the attempt, which was missed that time by Joey McGurk. Couldn't put it home. The last shot, by the way, put in by Donnelly for his first score of the game. That being a James Donnelly, 41 points to 39. This is Kenton Walker. Walker just inside the paint, and Trimmer got in the way, but not in a good way.
Nice move there by Kenton Walker. He really needs to isolate Mike Trimmer. Mike Trimmer can't guard him in the low block. They need to get him the ball early. Now the big problem for DCU right now is that Provisors sitting on the bench with 3 fouls, and they could really do with him out there now. I fancy Demons here now to go to Walker a bit more down the stretch, a bit more here now in the last couple of minutes, you know, and really try to get Trimmer in foul trouble also. Big shots here for Kenton Walker.
And Walker gets the first, and he's on 11 points now. And that was the first foul, by the way, against Trimmer in this game. 3-point game. Remains a 3-point game. 4 fouls against DCU Saints in this third quarter. None called against Demons yet. Here's Keith Anderson. Anderson scything through, out wide. Michael Chubb went for the 3. Burst through the advertising hoardings. Couldn't get it to burst through the basket though. And it's backed by Shane Colin for Kenton Walker. Here comes the surge again. Daniel O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan inside. Here's Carlton Cuff. Back again for Daniel O'Sullivan. Well, there's only 7 left on the shot clock. Walker! Yes! 13 points for Kenton Walker. And Demons lead by 5. It is their biggest lead of the game. We've just over a minute left in the third quarter. Brilliant scoring in this third quarter. 18 for UCC Demons, just 7 for DCU Saints. Defensively, they've been superb. They've scored wonderfully as well. Joe McGurk had the attempt, missed. Trimmer managed to get the rebound. Another long try. That wasn't put home by Anderson. McGurk will have another try. McGurk picks it up. Michael Chubb. Well, they've used the shot clock well. They've 15 seconds left on it. They trail by 5, do the Saints. This is Keith Anderson. Anderson inside, out wide. Michael Chubb has a go, and again that rebounds away again, and here's the break, led by Daniel O'Sullivan. Surely going home. Yes, it is. Carlton Cup.
Yeah, great defense there by Demons again. Out on the break, great pass from Daniel O'Sullivan. Marvellous finish from Carlton Cuff in the lane. But Kenton Walker has been the guy in this quarter for me. He's stepped it up defensively and offensively. He's been a real threat.
It's a 7-point game. It's the biggest lead for Demons so far in this contest. At one stage, the Saints were leading by 10. Coming back on is Provisors for Saints, and Mike Trimmer being withdrawn. Trimmer 6'8", Provisors 6'8". One giant replaced by another. Michael Chubb to fling it back in, and here's Provisors. He's got fresh legs. Oh! And the foul's been given against him, has it? And that'll be a 5th foul. Is it? Well, it's a 4th foul against him, but it's a 5th in this quarter, which means we'll go for shots, but that's a 4th foul against Provisors within seconds of coming back on.
Well, that was a huge call there by David Donnelly. I wouldn't have brought him back in with 9 seconds to go on 3 fouls. Now he's got to sit out of it, and Demons have their ante up here now. Here goes Colin for 3 on the buzzer. Yes! Unbelievable. That's Shane Colin, that's what he does. Big game player. Showed again there what it means to him. Fantastic 3 when it mattered.
The gamble did not pay off for Saints. It's a 10-point lead for the Demons. 3 3-pointers for Demons in that third quarter, and they outscored Saints by 23 points to 7. 23 points to 7 in that third quarter.
Yeah, I said at halftime that I thought Demons had to up the ante defensively. It's very obvious that Paul Keller has done a great job at halftime. He got on his guys, told them they had to pick it up defensively, and they have. I think Kenton Walker has set the tone with a couple of blocks and a good few rebounds. Offensively also he set the tone. But DCU now really have to pick it up. Their backs are to the wall now. Their main man inside Provisors on 4 fouls. He's going to probably have to sit it out. I'd like to see Glover come back in now because he's been very solid for them. But you know, they have a mountain to climb here now. Demons have their ante up. They've turned this around. They're very dominant there. Their big players have stepped up. Carlton Cuff got a couple of fast break players. Shane Colin with a marvellous 3 on the buzzer. You know, they're just playing more controlled basketball now. But keep going to the big guy. And you know, make DCU have to make adjustments. On the other end, Quill and the Saint have cooled off a little bit. They've got to pick it up now. Emmett Donnelly on the bench from foul trouble again, a very big loss. David Donnelly has some big calls to make here. He can't leave those guys out of the game for too long.
Well, they've been handing out mini basketballs at half-time, and one of them's got onto the court, and well, I have to say that Kenton Walker's found his target again because he threw it right back to the lady who'd thrown it down on the court in the first place. So, the final quarter is underway. Well, Demons have really turned this game around. At one stage they were down by 10, now they lead by 10, heading into this final quarter, but that's a try, long attempt which didn't go home by Michael Chubb, who has yet to score in this final. Demons have done a great job in the third quarter, and that's put home by Shane Duggan. Duggan now is up to 9 points in this game, and the lead just gets bigger and bigger. It is a 12-point lead for Demons here. Well, it's a bit of a reminder of what Neptune did in the cup final. They open up a strong advantage as the game wore on. That's a very good score by Mike Trimmer. He's up to 4 points here, averages 10 points per game, but is a good bit behind that average so far tonight. 9 minutes to go. Demons in control for now.
Absolutely, and great score there by Shane Duggan, you know, but good put back on the other end by Mike Trimmer. Here comes O'Sullivan for 3, in and out. Good rebound, here come DCU again. But that's very important now. The Demons bench have done a really good job. Shane Duggan and Daniel O'Sullivan in particular. And if they keep doing that, you know, DCU are going to be asked some questions. Michael Chubb has been cold tonight. He's taken some good shots, he just hasn't made them. Here's Mike Trimmer on the baseline. DCU ball.
And it is being very heavily contested by Shane Duggan and Kenton Walker with David Kabaye. But Demons holding a 10-point lead, but not allowing any margin for DCU Saints for the time being. 8:38 to go. Demons 51, Saints 41. Low scoring, yes, but what a contest it's turning out to be. And that's another marvellous score for Joe McGurk. Well, he's now got 8 points to his name, McGurk, and that's 43 to 51. Saints trail by 8. Demons bring it on again with Daniel O'Sullivan. Comes out to this side for Kieran O'Sullivan via Shane Duggan. Kieran O'Sullivan take it short inside, well towards Kenton Walker, and robbed. Here goes Michael Chubb. Chubb is on the surge outside the 3-point line. Now he has support inside from Joe McGurk. Winding the clock down, 12 seconds left on the shot clock. It's with Owen Quill. Quill, here's a chance. Trimmer has to go. Couldn't quite put it home, Mike Trimmer, the veteran American. So here come Demons again, surging up with Shane Duggan. Duggan in towards Niall O'Reilly. O'Reilly for Daniel O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan support from Shane Duggan. 8 seconds to go. Duggan with the try, missed that, couldn't get the rebound. Surrounded by 3 men in blue. Tapped down by Owen Quill. Finds James Donnelly. Back for Michael Chubb. Chubb holding it up. Saints looking to drive on, get a few more points on the board, and they'll do that there through Joe McGurk. He scored 10 points now on double figures, and it's a 6-point game.
Yeah, and it's important now. It's a great score there by Joey McGurk, you know. Now, I see now on the bench Shane Collins coming back in, as are Emmett Donnelly and Keith Anderson. And really both teams, here's the great try by Niall O'Reilly. Veteran play, very good finish, and that's just what Demons needed to answer the score on the other end. But the game is getting into the melting pot now. Very important time for DCU to stay in touch. Good drive. Very good drive by Michael Chubb. He'll be going to the line.
Well, it was a red wall right in front. 53-45. Changes abounding. Oncoming Shane Colin for Demons. Emmett Donnelly and Keith Anderson for Saints. Saints making good noise. Wasn't the best of nights for DCU in the Women's Super League final. And the men working hard to try and jump into this 8-point deficit. 6:45 to go. Demons lead by 8. 53-45. It's with Emmett Donnelly. Donnelly inside. Good ball. Joe McGurk. Oh, good score. And he'll draw the foul as well. So a chance of the extra point. It's been called against Niall O'Reilly. That would be his second foul of the game. Second foul in this final quarter against Demons. And a chance for an additional point for Joey McGurk.
Yeah, Joey McGurk on the line. He's been a real impact player for DCU tonight. Been played great basketball. Made a layup there a couple of minutes ago and went to the line strong there. Misses the free throw unfortunately, but he's done a really good job on the boards. DCU right back in the game, 6-point game. I don't think Provisor should stay on the bench so much longer. I think it's important he looks to get him back in because they're right back in touch now.
Well, he's on 4 fouls And the gamble bringing him on right at the end of the third quarter failed. There was an immediate fourth foul against him. Puts him in bother, but you'd imagine he'll come back on very shortly. There's the attempt. Good try it was by Kenton Walker. Double-double for him tonight. Good shot. Couldn't get it home, though. Walker with 13 points and 13 rebounds. Luck not playing a part in that. This is Emmett Donnelly. 6-point game. Margin is nothing. No call made. Shot comes in from Keith Anderson, missed out. Might have another try, sails inside, comes out towards Trimmer. Bodies all over the deck. Niall O'Reilly's the man who's gone down. And foul's going to be called against DCU that time, and it's the first foul against Keith Anderson and the first foul against DCU in this final quarter. 5:49 to go, 6-point game. Demons 53, Saints 47.
Yeah, Demons did a good offense here now. Bit out of control there by DCU. Veteran play again by Niall O'Reilly. Took the charge. They need to get a good set here now. I would say get the ball down low to Kenton Walker and then look maybe to go inside out to your shooters. Shane Duggan has had a really good game off the bench for Demons. He's in control now, and now Shane Collin will set it up.
Well, he's got 13 seconds in which to do that, and he's played it across towards Kieran O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan, well, he did well. He pirouetted around Joey McGurk. He's come out wide. Great setup for Shane Collin by Duggan, and it's in there. Collin, great score. That's 3, and it's a 9-point game.
Yeah, very unselfish play there. Shane Duggan had a look. He saw it. Shane Collin, who's been here, done that. Wide open on the 3-point line. Reversed the ball. Good penetration by Kieran Sullivan. Good ball reversal by Demons. And Shane gets a wide open 3. 9-point game. DCU have to come up with an answer now here.
5:25 to go, and the man is out with his mop again just to make sure that all is okay. But that's 9 points now in the contest for Shane Collin. 3 3-point shots. Excellently, expertly done. Owen Quill back on to restart. Short for Emmett Donnelly. Donnelly bring it on. Joey McGurk tried to get involved, and he does here, but it's a good foul drawn by Emmett Donnelly as he looked to slide in between the two. Blue ball for DCU, and that's the first foul tonight against Kenton Walker, and it's 3 fouls in this quarter with 5:16 to go against Demons. 56 points to 47. Demons, who last won national trophies with the Super League and Cup Dublin 09 and did the treble in winning the Southern Conference. DCU Saints, who haven't won a national trophy since the 2006 Super League, the 4th title for St. Vincent's, dating back to their first in 1979. 9-point game, 9 points between them here with 5 minutes to go. Still eminently possible. Played back in by Keith Anderson. Here goes Emmett Donnelly. Donnelly inside the paint. Back for Mike Trimmer. Trimmer with the go, but it rebounds away, and the last touch was off Niall O'Reilly. He's contesting that. He says it probably came off Joey McGurk, but it's been given as a blue ball.
Yeah, tough call there. I thought that maybe Joey just got the last touch. It's important now that that DCU run a good out of bounds set here and get a good look. I still think that provisors sitting on the bench is no use to them really. Here he comes now. Very important, 9-point game. You need your main man down low in the ball. I know he's on 4 fouls, but it's a very, very vital time in the game now, and they need to get a good out of bounds play here and get an easy basket.
And it's back in for Donnelly, and there's a shot for 3. Great shot by Quill for 3. 9 points for Quill. Well, they're really tutting the scores up superbly. And it's their first 3 points since early in the third quarter. But they now have got 3 men on at least 9 points, and that's another great score. Collin, great shot for 3 by Collin. He's now on 12, and it's a quadrilogy of 3-point shots. He's on 12, 59 points to 50. Another 3 for Demons, 4:30 to go, and the shot is put in by Trimmer. 2 for him, and the additional shot to follow.
Yeah, foul there by Niall O'Reilly. Good response by DCU. You know, great 3 by Shane Collin to answer the one from Owen Quill on the out of bounds play back to 6. Then Collin comes down, gets it back to 9, and Trimmer now is going to the line to cut it back to 6 again. We got a good game here again now. Both teams going at it hard. You know, 4.5 minutes to go. The game is in the melting pot. The way DCU shoot the 3, Demons really have to knuckle down defensively, because You know, 6 points is nothing, as we know. But right now, I like the way Shane Collin is leading his team. You know, he's a big game player. He's hit the last 2 3-point shots for Demons. Quill has done likewise. You know, I think the floor will open up now, and you might see again. I would like to see they'll get out on Collin now, and it may be important that they go inside to the likes of Kenton Walker and Niall O'Reilly. And on the other end, Provisor's coming back in here. They got to get him the ball early and see if he can do some damage down low.
So 7 points between them with 4:30 to go, 59 points to 52. 4 fouls against Demons now in this final quarter. Most recently, Niall O'Reilly has had a 3rd foul against them. Provisors we're likely to see coming back on for DCU Saints. 12 points for Joey McGurk, 11 for Keith Anderson, 9 for Owen Quill, 6 for Pat Glover, Mike Trimmer and Martin Provisors, who is not yet back on court. They've brought back Glover and Trimmer together, but he is being readied, and surely we'll see him very soon. But from the line, it's Mike Trimmer, got the 2 points. The additional point from the free throw line to make it a 6-point game, and that's what Trimmer has done. 7 points in the Champions Trophy final. He's enjoying a good game, and it's down to 6 points with 4.5 to go. Restarts it here strongly by Shane Collin. Collin bringing it up, and that's given against Collin. That's given against Collin. It'll be a 4th foul against him and a 5th foul against Demons in this final quarter.
Yeah, that's a very, very, very tough call there. I thought Emmett Donnelly a good position, playing good defence. Shane leaned in, but that's a call maybe the referee should let go and let him play, you know. But that's a huge situation here. Now Paul has a big decision to make now. Does he leave Collin in or does he take him out? 4.5 minutes to go. He's been their go-to guy the last few minutes. I think he's going to let him in. He just got to be careful he doesn't pick up the both of those guys play so aggressively on one another. I don't think that's the last foul you'll see between the two of them between now and the end of the game. But this game now is finely balanced. 2 baskets in it, 6 points. You know, the way the lull has gone, DCU had the best of the first half. Demons have certainly had the best of the second half. I fancy DCU to come on strong here, and let's see if Demons can hang on.
And Provisors is now on for the final 4.5 minutes. Collin remains on for now. Collin on 4 fouls, Provisors on 4 fouls. And Collin looking to pick up Emmett Donnelly again, just a little bit of mopping work to complete. 4:23 to go. Good absorbing final this is, as DCU Saints look for their first national trophy in 7 years. Been a long time waiting, and it's with Emmett Donnelly here. Donnelly for Keith Anderson. Provisors in support. Still Anderson trying to cut inside towards the paint. It's a really good layup, and it's a super score by Pat Glover. Pat Glover now has scored 8 points, and we're down to a 4-point game.
Yeah, and Anderson made a good penetration there. Good kick to Glover for the layup underneath. That's what they were doing in early in the game. They're coming with a bit of pressure now. Very, very evenly balanced here now. It's going to be a great finish.
Niall O'Reilly taking it up. It's a 4-point game. Here's Shane Collin. Collin, shot clock down to 10, and it went through the hands of Kenton Walker, and there's the entire building being knocked down again. Great opportunity for Walker, he just couldn't get a grip on it. Niall O'Reilly back to get it back in from the baseline. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Kenton Walker's in support. Walker won't be found. It's held up by Kieran O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan, the shot has to come now. They've run out of time, but Walker managed to get it home. Walker managed to get it in time. He scored 15 points now, and it's a 6-point game. And they just, in the nick of time, managed to get a release from Walker. And then Keith Anderson plying it in for Saints. Out wide for Donnelly. There's another 3-point shot, but not in this time by Quill. Bodies on the deck. Collin down. 3:17 to go. And that'll be a second foul called against DCU and a third against Emmett Donnelly tonight.
Yeah, that was a huge basket there. Kieran O'Sullivan did a good job, kept his composure, got it to Walker on the buzzer. DCU had played marvellous defence. Great shot, very important score with the game on end. Oh, that was another dodgy one there.
Yeah, he's still going, Colin. Donnelly going to ground. Here's a chance for Cuff. Cuff will have the try played out. Walker, the shot, rebounds away. Emmett Donnelly striding up court again, playing it out wide. Great ball for Anderson. Oh, what a rob. Niall O'Reilly anticipated it very well. So this is Kieran O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan, 2:45 to go. It's a 6-point lead for the Demons. Held up here by Carlton Cuff. Cuff playing it out wide for Niall O'Reilly. O'Reilly short for Kieran O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan trying to wade past Keith Anderson here. Big shot for O'Reilly. Could be a winning shot for O'Reilly. A 3-pointer. Makes it 9 between them. With 2:30 to go. Demons 64, Saints 55. They need a lot from Emmett Donnelly here. And what blocking play by Colin. But what kind of a block from Colin was it? If that's called as a foul, I'm not sure it will be. They've just about survived for now.
I'd love to see that one again. You know, there's a bit going on there between Colin and Emmett Donnelly all night. You know, Emmett's been doing a bit of flopping, so has Shane. You know, I suppose that was a good no call by the referees at this stage again. But again, the veteran leadership there. Niall O'Reilly, when they needed him most, comes up with a huge 3-point shot. Demons have a very solid lead right now. DCU have to come up with something on the out of bounds here. Last time they went to Quill on the 3, cut the deficit, and then they probably have to get up the floor, put some pressure up the floor. Right now, Demons, you fancy their chances. They're 9 up, 2 minutes 17 seconds to go. It's going to take something special from DCU to turn this one around.
Well, it's a 9-point lead for Demons. 2:17 to go. DCU's timeout. And they're working hard to turn this around, whereas for Paul Kelleher, in his 3rd season in charge, it's just a case of shoring it up, keeping the margin sufficiently large, and keeping DCU Saints away from the Champions Trophy. 64 points to 55. Kenton Walker's now got 15 in the game. 14 rebounds as well. Well, he is an ace rebounder. The points he had coming into this final, 13 rebounds per game, 19 points per game. Beating the rebounds, and he's not that far away from beating the points average as well. It's been a very good season for him. It's been an excellent final for him too. And that's brilliant! That's in by Keith Anderson. Emmett Donnelly picked him out. There's 13 points for Anderson now. 64 points for the Demons, 57 for the Saints. 7 between them. It's held up here by Kieran O'Sullivan again. 12 left on the shot clock, going all the way. O'Sullivan found by Cuff, and as long as they can keep the ball alive without interruption, try and get some shots in. Calling out wide on the buzzer, that for 3, just missed in the end by Niall O'Reilly. But here comes the surge again from Emmett Donnelly, wide for Owen Quill. Try and set Quill up maybe for a 3-point shot. Foul by Colin, and that will be his 5th.
Oh, that's a huge call there. He went for the steal, really. He should have known better. You know, may have got it, but referees generally call reach-ins. I think Donnelly's going to the line now for 2 free throws, very important. But again, great coaching there by David Donnelly on that last out-of-bounds play. He designed the play. He got Keith Anderson a wide-open layup. You know, keeps his team in touch. Important here from Emmett Donnelly. I fancy him to knock these down and then they get up the floor and pressure. Daniel O'Sullivan is a good substitution here now. He's well able to handle the ball. Good player. He comes in for Shane Collin, and hopefully he'll have the experience to take him home. In and out for Emmett Donnelly.
Donnelly missed his first from the free throw line. Donnelly's had a great final. He's set so much up. He's been their chief attacking force, but he's missed both from the free throw line, and that's a really good gather by Daniel O'Sullivan. Demons having to do it for the final 100 seconds without their captain, fouled out on 5 fouls. Daniel O'Sullivan playing it out wide for Niall O'Reilly. O'Reilly up for Carlton Cuff here. Cuff back for O'Reilly. 2 left on the shot clock. Went for it, didn't get it. Rebound claimed by Owen Quill. Searching up again. Here's Emmett Donnelly. 7-point game. 68 seconds left. Here goes a chance. Quill out wide. Anderson for 3. Couldn't put it home. And that would have made it a 4-point game. Less than a minute to go. And that's a foul by Donnelly. And that'll be his 4th foul. And there's a few words as well between him and Dan O'Sullivan. And Donnelly does wise to get away. Well, 7 points between them, and Demons are holding on defensively.
Yeah, Demons did a really good job there. You know, they got 2 good looks, but they rebounded the ball well. No need for Emma Donnelly to go in so hard. Make the foul and get out of there. But there's been a bit of afters on a few of those occasions. It's important now that everyone just keeps their composure, finish this game out.
Well, physical, we knew it would be. Difficult one for the officials to keep track of, but they've managed to break everything up with 57 seconds remaining. O'Sullivan looking to draw the foul. 5 fouls against Demons in this final quarter. 4 now against DCU Saints. It's a second against Keith Anderson. Timeout called. 54 seconds to go. Demons 64, Saints 57. Right, in charge of Saints. What do you do?
Well, it's very difficult now. The game is there now for Demons to lose. They're in control. They've got the ball out of bounds on the other end of the floor. Saints are going to have to really pressure the inbound, try to get a steal. If they don't get a steal, they're going to have to foul straight away and send Demons to the line and go down, and really every time down they're going to have to get a quick shot and then maybe foul again. Right now, Demons, if they can get a good inbounds play here, attack the basket, make sure they get the ball to their better free throw shooters here. I'd like to see Riley or Kieran O'Sullivan catching the inbound here, because they're their 2 best free throw shooters. But you know, Saints have played really well tonight. The second half has been all about Demons' energy and their commitment. First half was likewise with DCU. You know, 7-point game right now. This play is crucial. Really, for DCU to have a chance, they've got to get something on this out of bounds.
7 points between them, 54 seconds to go. Nice travelling support. Made their way up through the floods and the wind and the rain from Cork tonight. I'm pretty sure we've better weather on the Cup final weekend, to be honest, back in the heart of January. Demons have weathered the storm, and they've done it nicely. So back in play by Niall O'Reilly, aimed for Walker. Provisors has to watch his step as well, being on 4 fouls. And Provisors steps out, and that's it. 5 fouls now against Provisors. And Saints have lost their talisman too. And from the line, it'll be Walker.
Yeah, Kenton Walker's a good free throw shooter. He's been in this position before. He won a game against Neptune earlier in the season from the line. I fancy him to make at least one of these. And, you know, big ask now. He misses the first. But it's a big ask for DCU, really. Without Provisors now, they've got to come down, hit a 3, get a foul again, and see where it takes them.
Second attempt for Walker. Well, he's missed both of them, so there's still a chance. Here's Glover, but they must score. Donnelly driving on all the way. Yes! Donnelly scores. It's his first field goal of the night. He's on 3 points. It's a 5-point game, 64-59. 45 seconds to go. They've lost Provisors.
Yeah, game on again here now. They need to get something here. Good foul by Keith Anderson early. There's still 44 seconds left in the game now. But really, it's all about Demons making their free throws now. If they make their free throws, they'll put the game to bed. But if they don't, like that Donnelly scored the last time, that's what DCU are good at. It's all about making free throws with the game on the line.
Kieran O'Sullivan gets the first. 12 points for him. It's another nail in the coffin, but can he make the second? And that would make it a 7-point game. 3 scores between them. 66-59, and O'Sullivan has scored 13 points. Collins scored 12 before he went, 15 for Walker. 7 points between them, 36 seconds to go. Back to the line, we'll go again. It's a third foul against Keith Anderson. And it's O'Sullivan again, who nailed the last 2 and did a very good job of it. The platform is being readied for the presentation, and it looks like another Cork side will be making their way up the steps again to get a big prize. Well, he missed the first, Kieran O'Sullivan, but here's the chance for the second. 37 seconds remaining, 7 between them, and now it's 8. Well, O'Sullivan has now scored 14 points, and it's 67-59, and all they can do is try and break, and it's come out well here. The shot was missed out by Pat Glover. Need a 3. James Donnelly tries and gets it! And gets it! 5 points for him, and it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, game on. See this game, like if you keep missing free throws and they hit threes, the game stays in the balance. Again, Kieran going to the line here. He made his last 2. I'm not going to jinx him here now. Hopefully he makes these 2. But you know, sad to see Emmett Donnelly going out of the game. He gave his heart and soul to it. He worked very hard, played hard. But I think the difference right now has been the second half performance, especially the shooting and the interior defense of Blue Demons in the second half. Shane Collin, for me, led the team. 4 3-pointers in the second half. Kenton Walker picked it up. Niall O'Reilly was excellent. And here's Kieran O'Sullivan at the line, finishing it off. But Vince, here go Vincent again.
He scored 16 points now, and without Emmett Donnelly, who's been fouled out. 15 seconds to go. Wading in was Keith Anderson. Well, it'll be a big call as to who gets this. It is a 7-point lead again for Demons. So at one stage, trailed by 10. But they've turned it around very much in this second half, where they scored 43 points and DCU Saints have scored 30. And it's now 3 fouls against Owen Quill. They've had Emmett Donnelly, the captain, Martin Provisors, the high-scoring Latvian, both fouled out. Demons losing their captain as well, and Shane Collin. So both captains gone to the line. Kieran O'Sullivan all the way. 17 points for him now. It's an 8-point lead for Demons. It's a 9-point lead for Demons. O'Sullivan has scored 18 points. It'll be a difficult call for MVP, I'm sure. 11 seconds to go.
Yeah, I think that'll do it now. Demons should look after the ball here now. But in fairness to DCU, I thought Pat Glover and Keith Anderson were magnificent tonight. Keith Anderson, here's a dunk at the end of the game by Kenton Walker. Great score. Marvellous win for Demons.
Absolutely. In the year that Neptune win the cup, Demons claim the Champions Trophy. 73 points to 62. Kenton Walker, brilliant dunk at the end. 17 points for him. 18 for Kieran O'Sullivan. And they might have lost their captain through being fouled out, but Shane Collin scored 4 3-pointers in what was an absolutely scintillating display from him as well. Awful lot of red up on the scoreboard in the end, but it is victory for Demons. 73 points to 62 as they take the inaugural Champions Trophy, and it has been a fantastic year for Cork basketball. We've got interviews down below. Let's hear from the winning coach.
Paul, congratulations on a very, very exciting game. Came back from the bottom to win the game. How do you feel right now?
You know, at half-time, like, we knew we weren't doing anything wrong. But defensively, I thought we were fantastic, you know what I mean? We gave up 32 in the first half, 30 in the second, so we knew defensively we were right there. Just offensively, a couple of rolls weren't falling for us, you know, and we just knew with 1 or 2 tweaks, like carrying out our ball screens to stretch the defense, our space, it was going to open up some more shots. And then when you got Shane Collin hitting some crazy shots like he does, like that's what he does, and then carry on, and then it really spaced up, and we got to break their first line, and that's what the whole week was about, was breaking their first line. So, you know, I think we followed the game plan perfectly. Defensively, but offensively, we just needed 1 or 2 things in the end, and it was fantastic result, really, you know.
It's a fantastic game to watch. Where did the passion come from? What did you say to them during halftime to get them ready to play the second half?
You know, our phrase the whole week has been believe and achieve, you know, and that's all we've, you know, and that's all we've been doing the entire week. You know, we've had a tough 8 weeks. It's at the end of the season, you know, and you know, we really wanted this. You know, it was our first time we had our whole squad back in a bit of fluency, and we knew we could do it. So that's all we wanted to do, really, is just for the team, you know. So.
Get it. Congratulations, coach. You deserve that. Thank you.
Very well deserved, you would have to say. Ultimately, for Demons, the presentation just getting underway. Jerry Kelly, the president of Basketball Ireland, Pat Duffy there, and Jim Deneen, Demons man all his life, of the Super League Development Committee, and DCU Saints receiving their medals first. Well, they won the Northern Conference last year, but it's 7 years now, 7 full seasons they've gone without a national title since they won the Super League in 2006. Okay, let's go down. We've got more celebrations.
Tremendous win.
Yeah, we're delighted to finish the season with a trophy, you know. I mean, we've no problems in saying it wasn't the trophy we wanted to win. We wanted the cup in the league, but the top four is the best 4 teams were in it last Friday night, and we're delighted to come out winners. It was a great second half performance by us.
That was a very, very fun game to watch. What exactly did you say to your players and your teams to get them, get them going in the second half?
We only scored 24 in the first half, I think, and that's not us. You know, we knew Vincent's target was 60 points, 62. We knew we had to get to 70, and we said, just come out, play our game, knock down shots, and we're delighted to get over the line.
Did just that. Congratulations.
Thanks a million.
Thank you.
Yep, excellent achievement for Shane Colin and for UCC Demons as they take the honours here of the first Champions Trophy winners in the history of the competition, and Shane Colin making his way up. Followed by Ryan Murphy, Luca Mahoney, squad members, Kieran O'Sullivan. Daniel O'Sullivan, very good game as well. He scored 4 points. Kieran O'Sullivan, fantastic on 18. That's a good question as to who will eventually walk away with the MVP trophy, which is another thing to look at strongly. Mark O'Leary, Shane Duggan, Niall O'Reilly stepping up. Decent game also with 7. Carlton Cuff, he was a great performer as well. Liam Carmody, who we didn't see tonight. Kenton Walker, 17 points, 15 rebounds. Good call maybe for MVP there. Kieran O'Sullivan did score 18. Shane Colin scored 4 3-pointers. And here comes the coaching panel. Pat Keane, the manager, Gary O'Leary, statsman, Paul Kelleher, the coach, receiving his gold medal as well. MVP time. There's a few good candidates, certainly. Oh, great performance it was from Shane Colin. Warrior stuff. Well, he scored 4 3-pointers and he had to fall on his sword right at the end, but he's going to receive the Champions Trophy very shortly, and he is the MVP, and he may as well just stay up on that platform. Just as well it's not made out of metal. So the Champions Trophy preparing to be awarded for the first time. Shane Colin, well, he wants a little bit of assistance here. Niall O'Reilly going up with him. And the first winners of the Champions Trophy, it's UCC Demons who take the honours. UL Eagles winning the Super League, Neptune the Cup, and Demons take the Champions Trophy. Well, they were fabulous winners. Great contest. They had to battle back very, very strongly. And these are the scenes that we'll leave you with. Great winners. 2 out of 3 of the major trophies of men's basketball. Goalie side, UCC Demons have beaten DCU Saints by 73 points to 62. Earlier, UL Huskies did the women's double, beating DCU Mercy by 78 points to 56. And Demons, the best in men's basketball. It's been a great night. Thanks for joining us live from Mark Scuttle and Will Downing. Good night.